Hello students and welcome to English class. As in the previous video, we had completed our lesson Lost Spring by Elise Jung and we have completed both the stories. Now we will discuss some important questions from the lesson Lost Spring. So the very first question which we are going to discuss is, what does writer mean to say when he says Sahib is no longer his own master? So in this question, you have to write what does the meaning of the author to say Sahib is no longer his own master. Since Sahib now works in a tea stall, he is now bound to his master and feels burdened. The steel canister he carries is very heavy as compared to his light plastic bag. The bag was his own, and the canister which he carries belongs to his master, whose orders he now has to follow, so he is no longer his own master. You can write this answer in your own words, but it should be meaningful as mentioned in the question. Let's discuss second question. The second question is it possible for Mukesh to realize his dream? Justify your answer. In this, Mukesh's determination is going to prove instrumental in helping him to realize his dream. His dream can become a reality only if he is able to find a garage when he can be taken in an appropriate place as an apprentice, and then he will have to learn how to drive a car. He will then be able to graduate himself to be a good motor mechanic. This is how it justifies, like if it is possible for Mukesh to realize his dream, he can achieve his dream with his strong determination, since he belongs to a family of bangle maker where they have forgotten to dream something different except making bangles. So Point looks hope in Mukesh that if he keep on determined throughout, he will be able to achieve and can do graduation to become a motor mechanic. Question 3. Do you think Sahib was happy to work at tea stall? Answer giving reasons. Since Sahib now works in a tea stall, he is now bound to his master and feels burdened. The steel canister he carries is very heavy as compared to his light plastic bag. So the bag was his. So the same answer will be going when the first question had been asked about whether he is happy working at tea stall. So the same question will be there or the same answer can be given for this question also. Next question, 4. What does the title Lost Spring convey? The title Lost Spring conveys his millions of children in India lose out on living the spring of their lives. Here, as I stated earlier, spring means childhood. Spring is a season which denotes childhood. So, there are millions of children in India who lose out on living their childhood. That is their childhood. The best phase of life is lost in the hardships involved to earn their livelihood. Poverty forces these young children to work in the most inhumane conditions, as a result of which they miss out on the fun of childhood which hampers their growth. Means, so they belongs to the family of poor, and that poverty forced these young children not to get good facilities, but it lead them to live in human conditions, and as the result of which they are not able to enjoy their childhood and their growth also stops. Let's move to next question. Why does the author say that Bengal makers are caught in a vicious web? Very important question. The author says that Bengal makers are caught in a vicious web which starts from poverty to indifferences, then to greed, and finally to injustice. Mind-numbing toil kills their hopes and dreams. They cannot organize themselves into cooperatives and have fallen into a vicious circle of sahukaras, means moneylenders, middlemen, and the police, so they get condemned to poverty and perpetual exploitations. So they have been exploited. The father lend money from moneylenders, then son has to pay for it, and then the generations keep on paying them, but they cannot unburden that money which they had taken long ago. So this is how there are a lot of people, there are a lot of different society people who exploit these poor people, so that shows that they cannot rise in the society. Let's move to question 6. What does the writer mean when he says Sahib is no longer his own master? So it's the same question which we had discussed, because he is because he feels burdened. The canister that he carries is heavier than the plastic bag he is carrying. Even then he has to follow the instructions given by his new master. He cannot think of his own, and he has lost his freedom and his carefree look also. So this is how you can also add some more lines into it. But as you are restricted to short answer type questions, you have to answer them in 40 to 60 words. You have to read question carefully. If the story or the summary of a chapter is clear to you, you will be able to answer any type of question comes in your board examinations or in school level exams or tests also. But the main point is the summary of every lesson has to be clear in your mind. Next question 7. Who is Mukesh? What is his dream? Mukesh is a child laborer in a glass factory in Firozabad, belonging to a family of Bengal makers. He shows no fascination towards Bengal making and insists on being his own master. He dreams of becoming a motor mechanic. He desires to go to garage and get the required training for this job. So his dream is to become a motor mechanic, and for that he desires to be that. Question 8. Is Sahib happy working at tea stall? Why and why not? So the answer is no. No, Sahib is not happy working at the tea stall, even though he knows gets a fixed income of rupees 800 along with all his meals. He has lost his freedom and his carefree days. He is no longer his own master and is bound and burdened by the steel canister he now has to carry. Why could the Bengal makers not organize themselves into a cooperative? Why they are not able to cooperate themselves? The Bengal makers are caught in a vicious web which starts from poverty to indifferences, then to greed, and finally to injustice. Means their life begins with the poverty, where there is no sympathy for them in the society. They have greed, but there is injustice for these poor people. Mind-numbing toil kills their hopes and dreams. The Bengal makers of Firozabad were not able to organize themselves into cooperative because They had got trapped in the vicious circles of sahukar, middlemen, policemen, the bureaucrats, means the authoritative people, and the politicians. Together, they had imposed a baggage on these people which they could not put down. So, this is how they cannot get cooperative. Question 10. Mention any two problems faced by Bengal sellers. This is also important question. The Bengal makers had to work in glass furnaces with high temperatures, in dingy cells without air and light. They are exposed to various health hazards like losing their eyesight as they work in abysmal conditions, means in a tough conditions in dark and dingy cells. They were also caught in a web of poverty, burdened by the stigma of caste in which they were born, and also caught in a vicious circle of sahukaras, middlemen, and policemen. This is how there are